Hey now, it has been a while. I have been having so many technical issues with my computer and camera. Work has been crazy with the holidays, so I am back. But I'm a little bit rusty, and it's proven by the fact that this has taken like 15 takes so far, so we're going to try and get it done right this time. Today I have got the Versa from VaporBeast.com. Alright, so the story behind me getting this was I bought the, what is it called? Siloplex? Something like that. It's a charging mod that's like 6,000 milliamp hours. You could charge your cell phone on it. Thing lasts damn near forever. So I purchased it, and after that he sent me this one to review. Now, like I said in my video for the Siloplex, or whatever it's named now, the customer service over at VaporBeast is incredible. Before he even knew I was a reviewer, I had an issue with my original mod. He called me, dealt with it, sent me a new one. Just incredible, incredible customer service. And then when he sent me this one, he kind of sent a care package along with it with an ego and just awesome stuff in it. So, just great customer service over there. Free shipping, which you really can't beat. That's really a big determining factor for a lot of people when ordering is shipping cost. If you have two websites that sell the same thing and one has cheaper shipping or no shipping, you always go with that site. So just another plus for the website. As far as the Versa goes, first let's talk about the fit and finish of it. This one is a pearl white, which I love the color of. I'm kind of upset about all the war wounds I have on it. Like I said, this has been like a go-to device for me for the last month or so. So it definitely is showing its wounds from battle. However, still working as perfect as the day I got it. So pearl white finish. I think they have other colors, but I really like this like glossy pearl white. It has a top firing button, and anybody who's been vaping a while is going to look at this and equate it to the GLV. It looks just like a GLV, except it is a mass-produced Chinese mod like the Lava Tube, like the Lambo, and all of those. One of the things that I really, really love about this mod is the pin inside the 510 connector. It is a retracting pin similar to the newer Lambo that is out. So you don't ever have to worry about pulling posts on atomizers, cartomizers. You know, like with atomizers like the Penelope, you actually set the depth of the post, and using this device, I don't really have to think twice about it because I know no matter what the depth is of the post in the atomizer, it's going to work in this, because as you screw in your carto, that pin in there is going to slowly push back in to fit whatever cartomizer that you want to use. It also has a screw here to adjust it, but I don't really know why you would use that when the pin inside is automatically adjusted. With the kit, you will receive this, like an Ego carry case, a charger, 2 batteries, and a 510 adapter. The batteries are 18500s, which are the same that you use with a kicked device. So if you want to use your red AWIMRs, which a lot of people prefer for the kick, you can go ahead and do that. I've used that plenty of times with this device because I have so many of those batteries, and it works perfectly. You get a touch more battery life out of the red AWIMRs than you do with these blues, but the blues still work fine. It's 1400 milliamp hours. So the threads on this were a little crunchy when I originally got it, but I just put a touch of no-lox on it and it fixed it. For anybody who doesn't know what no-lox is, it's like it's like an oil that you can put on the threads of your devices if it's rough, and it smooths it right out. It's like a lubricant. I didn't want to say lubricant, but what are you going to do? It's a lubricant. Alright, so when you get the battery in there, you hit the button, which is a top firing button. It's a clicky button, It's probably one of my favorite features of the device, but anyway, click it 5 times and it turns on, and says your voltage. This device will carry over whatever voltage you were previously at. So if you take the battery out and you put it back in, when I turn this on 3.7, it's always going to hold whatever voltage it was originally set at, which is a cool feature. Let me take a puff here. Now, this device goes from 3 to 6 volts. It is pulse width modulated, so you want to be careful. For those of you who know what pulse width modulation is, I'm not going to explain it. Go watch one of Phil Basardo's videos because I'm just not going to explain it. But it can be tricky as far as voltage. What you know to be 4 volts is not necessarily full volts, 4 volts on pulse width modulated devices. So the way I generally do it is I will start lower. If I know my sweet spot is around 4 volts, I'll set it down to around 3.5 volts and start from there. You know, some devices are drastically different when it comes to the voltage for PVM than others. This one isn't as drastic, but there's still definitely a slight difference. So if you want to change your voltage, you're going to click it 3 times and spin the button. So as you spin it, it's going to go, there's 5.432, as fast as you want or as slow as you want. And it goes from 3 to 6 and then back around to 6 and so on and so forth. So I'm going to leave that set at 3.7 volts and let it go. The light will turn off, letting you know it is set and ready to fire. One of the things I've heard people complain about is the light. You can't really tell because it's so bright in here, but this light is super bright. It can basically light up your room at night. It is so bright. So there's no way that I know of to turn that light off. However, I mean, if I'm going to be stealth vaping, I'm not going to be bringing this with me. If I need to be somewhere that I don't want people to see me vape, this probably isn't going to be the device I bring anyway. So I personally don't care about the fact that the light is so bright. It doesn't bother me. I kind of like it. Now, if you want to get to the other features of the device, you're just going to spin the button. So if I go spin it 5 clicks one way, it's going to tell me the voltage left in my battery along with the amps. So the battery has 3.7 volts left and it's pulling 1.3 amps. If I spin it the other way, it's going to tell me the ohms of my carto. So I have a 2.5 ohm carto on here. And that's one of the big reasons I love this device is I'm really just not good at, when I rebuild an atomizer, I'm not good at being able to judge and make my ohms the way I want it. So this comes in really handy for testing the ohms on your atomizers. With that being said, and how you use the features on this by spinning it, there is one little bit of wonkiness that I have discovered with this device. If you fire it and spin it at the same time, it will stay on. So, it's staying on right now. And it will stay on until you hit the cutoff at around 10 seconds. So there is a cutoff, which is good, because if you happen to accidentally fire the device in your pocket, or you happen to spin it while you're vaping it and don't realize it, and it stays on firing, it will turn itself off after 10 seconds. I was in my car one day vaping. I let it go and I could still hear the sizzling, and I looked down and I said, holy shit. So really quick, I unscrewed it and I took the carto off, but it doesn't happen often to me. You have to spin it pretty far in order to make it stay on, but it is something to be aware of that it could happen to you. I've never had a misfire of the button. It fires every time I hit it. It's a nice big clicky button. It's definitely probably one of my favorite features of the device. It's just, it fits right in your hand. It just feels, it feels right. Now with the device in the kit, you do get a Shorty 510 adapter. And the reason for that is if you put a Bogue or Shorty carto on here, you could still get a draw, but it's super, super tight. I don't know why. I don't know if that's the pin design. I'm not sure if it's the airflow. I haven't witnessed it with any other cartomizer, any other atomizers, any kind of clearomizers, any of those. They all work fine. But if you use like a Bogue or a Shorty, the draw is just uncomfortably tight. So just something to be aware of. But like I said, they do send a 510 Shorty adapter, so it's not an issue. If your go-to carto is Bogues or Bogue tanks, it comes with the adapter so you can use it comfortably without having to worry about a tight draw on it. But that is it. That is the Versa from VaporBeast.com. You know, a friend of mine ordered one and was having trouble finding it on the website, and then I went on the website today and I also had trouble finding it. For whatever reason, when you go to their variable volts mod section, sometimes it doesn't populate on the screen. I don't know what the deal is, but you can search Versa on their site and easily find it. It is there. Just take a minute to find it, or just go up to the search button and type in Versa and it'll come right up. The kit is $79.99. Shipping is free on the site, which you really can't beat. I know for me, if one site has free shipping or cheaper shipping than another, I'm always going to go with that one. Shipping always plays a part in our ordering. Some sites have stuff that others don't, and so you always think, well, is it worth it having to order from two sites and double the shipping? So it's an awesome feature that they have free shipping. You can't beat their customer service. It's just, their customer service is great. The first mod I ordered from them, I had a freak issue with, and he called me right away, got me a new one out. Just great customer service at VaporBeast. It's a one-stop shop. They have tons of clearomizers, cartomizers, different mods. They have, I noticed on there one or two new variable voltage mods that are coming out. So definitely check out the site. They have a ton of stuff, plus an awesome juice line. So make sure you go check out VaporBeast.com. But for now, this is the Versa, and a mod that I will continue to keep using. You know, the first time I dropped my lava tube on the outside concrete, it never worked again. And I've dropped this thing outside and out of my car and off the roof of my car like 5 times, and it's still going strong. That's all I got for now. Make sure you check me out this week. I'm going to be on CVCN, which is a Stickum channel with Eva, Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I am going to be on Jay Upstomp, who is a juice vendor, on a channel of his on Friday night at 8. So I'll put all the links in the description. Definitely check out the networks and support the networks. It's a great place to get information. If you're new to vaping, it's an awesome place to win tons of new juices and devices and kits, and it's just all around a fun place to hang out. So regardless of which network it is, go on Stickum and check out all the vaping networks. And until then, I will see you guys later.